guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be doing such a steamy and feisty reading as we find out what your future spouse would say to you if they were drunk. So, we all know that everyone, or at least almost everyone, is always the most honest whenever they are intoxicated. So, if you want to find out every honest truth that your future spouse would say to you, then this is going to be the reading for you today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks. So for group number 1, we have this sparkly, silverish lip gloss. And then for group number 2, we have this very light matte lipstick, which is really nice in my opinion. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this So Juicy. That's literally what it's called. It's a lip gloss, and it's more of a brownish color. It's a really nice shade. So, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big, deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about who your future spouse is going to be, and if they were intoxicated, if they were imbibing, what exactly they would say to you. Now, whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever lipstick or gloss your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one lipstick here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1. So, if you chose this super pretty, glittery, silverish lip gloss today, then hey, hello, how are y'all? And thank you so much for stopping by. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just place this off right here to the side. I'm trying to see if it will, get in right there. There we go. Let's see if it will stay up. Do you think it will stay up like that? I'm honestly not sure. We'll see how it goes. I am really rough with my cards, and I feel like it makes my table jostle around a lot, so we'll see if that stays up. But anyway, so we are trying to find out what your future spouse would say to you if they were drunk, if they were imbibing on the spirits. So, guys, just so you know, my contact is really bothering me. It's about time for me to get some new contacts. So if you see me messing around with my eye a lot, just know it's because of my contacts. I want to look pretty for y'all, so I refuse to wear my glasses. But anyways, let's see what wants to come through. So Spirit, can we get some messages, please? What would group 1's spouse say to them, future spouse say to them, if they were drunk? What would they want my group 1 folks to know? Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. So for some reason, I'm just hearing the word lucky coming through. I am feeling very lucky. That's the feeling I'm getting. I feel like I could go to Vegas right now and win a whole lot of money with just a few coins. And so I'm kind of getting this idea that they would tell you that you make them feel very lucky. It's almost like they're looking at you and they're seeing you as this amazing coin, this amazing treasure, and they just feel like whenever they're around you, whenever they are in your presence, they're just so lucky to even be next to you. So that's definitely what they would tell you for sure. That's really, honestly, really cute to see. I love that. So let's move on. Let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh. Okay. I'm also getting the idea that they would tell you that you are just a big old thing of warmth, if that makes sense. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because we do have the Hermit card coming through, and the Hermit card does represent that gorgeous Virgo energy. So you could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus, or your future spouse could be a Virgo. But like, you can see this girl, right? Like, she is literally like sitting by herself by this fire, and I don't know if you can see her that well, but she just looks like she is so calm. Like, she feels so balanced, so relaxed. And what's very interesting is that the Hermit, that does talk about wanting to be alone, wanting to be on your own. And as you can see, this person is by herself, but her constant companion is this fire. And this fire makes her feel very warm. It makes her feel very good, very calm, very relaxed. And so I think what your future spouse would tell you, group one, is that they are someone who normally likes to be by themselves. Like, they would tell you normally they are not someone who goes out trying to hang out with people. They're more of an introvert. But when it comes to you, they love just being next to you, being around you. I'm kind of getting this idea whenever you guys are around each other, and if you don't know your future spouse yet, then obviously this will be like later on whenever you guys meet. I think whenever you guys are around each other, you guys are going to feel very comfortable, and you guys are not going to feel the need to feel the space between you guys with words. You guys are not going to feel the need to have to always be talking and to always have something to say. Like, you guys are just going to have like that something that only a few special people get to share. And what I mean by that is that you guys are just going to feel comfortable with each other. From the moment that you guys meet, you guys are going to feel very comfortable. And so I think that your future spouse would tell you, if they were drunk, that they feel that energy from you. They just feel so comfortable. From the moment they met you, they feel like they can be themselves around you, and they also feel like they don't have to talk so much. And so they would also tell you that before they met you again, they just like to be on their own. But now it's like they want to be by themselves, but with you. Does that make sense? So what I mean by that, because I feel like I can relate to this with my boyfriend. We are people who love to be around each other. Like, I love to be next to my boyfriend, but I also like to do my own thing. I don't want to always have to be talking to him and, making sure he's cool or whatever. No, like, when we're together, when I stayed the night at his house, a lot of the times we would be in the same room, cuddling with each other, being right next to each other, but doing our own thing. He'll be like playing his video games or doing something on his phone, and I'll be reading my book. And yet I still enjoy just being there with him. I love having him just around me all the time, but I also feel comfortable enough to just be able to do my own thing. So he's like my little fireplace. He keeps me warm. He cuddles with me. He makes me feel good and safe and relaxed, and I'm still able to do what I want to do. So I think that that's what they would tell you. Like, group one, they would tell you that they love how they can just be with you and just be themselves and just do their own thing, and they feel like you'd be cool with it all. And that is just really, really cool to see. That's really awesome, honestly, group one. Now, I'm also getting some Libra energy, some heavy Libra energy coming through with the Justice card coming through. So you could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus, or your future spouse could be a Libra. But this is kind of an interesting card to receive. So I definitely think that your future spouse is someone who is all about balance. I think that they like to remain in balance. They don't like for a lot of things to, like, they just like to keep things balanced, and going off of that, they like for everything to be fair and just. They don't like being around spiteful people. They don't like, being around people who are rude to others. And so I'm also getting this idea that they feel like you balance them out a lot, which is interesting. And they also feel like you are someone who is very kind to people. You are not someone who tries to just start like chaos wherever you go. You don't just like to be rude to people. Like, you are someone who has a lot of respect for others. You appreciate others, and you're just very kind and relaxed. And that is definitely something that they notice about you, and that's something that they find to be very lovely and very beautiful. They love how you just are respectful to everyone. And again, I'm getting this idea that I feel like you guys are quite different from each other. My eyes are just feeling so drawn to this right here, to the little, what's that, the scale thing that she's holding, and you can see on the scale there's a black cat and a white cat, and they're looking at each other. And so I'm getting this idea that they would tell you that they feel like you are very different from them. So let's say, like I was saying, your future spouse is very reclusive. They are more of an introvert. I feel like you could be the exact opposite. You could be someone who likes to talk a whole lot. You love to be around people. Maybe your future spouse is somebody who is really into rock music, and yet here you are, you're super into like pop or something like that, right? So I'm just getting the idea that your future spouse would tell you that you are so different from them, but whenever you guys are together, it just works. And this could even talk about how maybe you guys have very like opposing, like different elements for your zodiac sign. For instance, I am a Capricorn, so I'm an earth sign. My boyfriend is a Libra. He's an air sign. Now, guys, on the outside, we're not supposed to get along. He's an air sign. I'm an earth sign. That just, those elements, like, they don't jibe well together. But I feel like we balance each other really, really well. Even though he's different from me, we're just able to really just balance each other out. I don't know how I can explain that better. I just mean like where my boyfriend is more kind of like, he's someone who likes to go with the flow. I am someone who is more grounded. And so whenever we're together, I'm able to ground him a bit more and get him to not be like all over the place. But at the same time, he is also able to help me like release my control issues and be someone that does kind of let loose and go more with the flow. So even though we're very different when we're together, we balance each other out. And so I think that that is something that your future spouse would tell you, that you guys just balance each other out. And I think that they would also tell you that when they first met you, even though they felt like comfortable around you, they felt like a good connection with you, they saw how you guys were very different from each other. They saw how you guys had a lot of differences in y'all's personalities, and they thought right away when they met you that things wouldn't work out. But now that they know you, now that they've gotten to know you and they're around you a lot, I think that they would be telling you while they're drunk that, wow, like I didn't think things would work between us, but we go together so much better than I ever would have thought before. So yeah, that's really cool to see. So yeah, at the end of the day, they'd be telling you, group one, while they're drunk, that they just feel so lucky to be around you, to know you. They feel like they can do anything when they're next to you. They just feel like they feel so lucky to be around you, but and there's also this sense where they feel like whenever they are around you, more luck will come towards them. So I don't know what it is about you, but I feel like maybe wherever you go, good things kind of follow you. I think that things always end up working out in your favor, and things are just like, you just seem like somebody who has a lot of luck. And so they do see you as someone who's very lucky, and as someone who, if they're around you enough, they could also have some good luck too. So yeah, you're just like a good luck charm, and I think that is what they would tell you, group one. Now they'll also tell you how, again, they love how you respect everyone, you're very kind to everyone, they love how you guys are so different but you guys balance each other out, and at the end of the day, they just love being able to hang out with you, to be in your presence. And even though they've been an introvert in the past and they're still an introvert now, they still just want to be an introvert with you. They want to be around you, and you guys may not talk a lot in each other's presence, but that's not a bad thing. In fact, they love how you guys can just sit there and be happy and at peace in each other's presence whenever you guys are both very quiet. So yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. And I think that they would tell you, like, wherever you're at, like, they would want to follow you, because I think whenever they are not around you, they feel kind of cold. They definitely feel, your absence, and so they would rather be with you than be without you. So that's definitely something that they would say to you. And I definitely think that that is something that is very new to them. Like, that feeling is so new to them because, again, like I said, they have never felt like they've ever had to be around other people. They're very introverted. They always preferred to be on their own, and yet with you, like, things are suddenly so different. Like, all of a sudden they want to be around you. They want to hang out with you, and that's just so, like, such a weird thing for them to experience. But yeah, like, they just love being around you. That's really awesome. So let's see what cards want to come through. So I am just going to pull 2 of these oracle cards, like one from this oracle deck and one from this oracle deck. And then from there, I'm going to pull some channeled messages for you guys, because I do have my handy dandy deck of channeled messages deck card, whatever you would say. Alrighty. Sorry, you guys. Again, my contacts are like so annoying right now. So I'm just going to place these off to the side like this. And let's get like maybe 3 or 4 of these channeled messages cards. So Spirit, can we get some messages, please? Let's tap into Group 1's future spouse's energy. What would they say to them if they were drunk, Spirit? Please give us some cards. Let's tap into their energy. Please, Spirit, help me tap into that energy. Ooh, there we go. There's a card. Let's see what else wants to come through. I think that one wants to come out. And let's get one more card. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. It says missing you for the back of the deck energy. I miss you. I wish things were different. So I honestly am reading this in a different way. Like, just like how I was saying. I just think that whenever you're not here, they miss you. Whenever you're not around, they just want to be with you. They always feel your absence. So again, like, that is a big thing that they would say to you. That's like a big thing. That's one of the first things they would tell you if they were talking to you and they were drunk. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah. Now that's intriguing. Okay, so let's talk about these cards. So we have Truth coming through. We also have Make the Effort. And it says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We have Emotional Intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Finding Myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. And then Attention of Others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So I do think I want to go ahead and just like clarify that message, the Attention of Others card. Let's see, Spirit, will you clarify this? What is this talking about, Spirit, for Group 1's future spouse? Why would they be saying this? Why would our gorgeous, introverted Group 1's future spouse say this? Let's get some messages, please. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's actually really funny. Okay, you guys. So, look at this Nine of Wands. Whenever I see this card, like, look, you can see this lady. She has her little handy-dandy wand out, right? And she looks like she's about to, like, fight for her life. And then at the bottom here, I don't know if you can see that, but there are some other wands laying on the ground. And it looks like they are just, like really overworked because there's literally, like, steam, smoke coming off of these wands. They just look like there's been a lot of things happening with those wands and they are just exhausted, right? So this automatically makes me think of like your social battery, okay? And so your future spouse, this is so interesting to see. Your future spouse is somebody who, like I said, is quite introverted. They like to be on their own. They prefer to be by themselves. But I think that they still enjoy having eyes on them. I think that even though they don't like to talk to a whole lot of people, and even though they may not always want to be in the spotlight, they still enjoy having eyes on them. They still enjoy getting noticed, having the attention of others, receiving that attention. Like they like it. But they just can't be the center of attention for long, because whenever you are the center of attention, obviously like talking comes along with that. And I just think that your future spouse just does not have the energy for that. Like they cannot talk for long periods of time with all these different people. Like that's just not their jam. They just get tired out really easily. So at the end of the day, I'm getting this idea that they would tell you, one of the things they would tell you is that they love to have the attention of others. They love having like the eyes on them, but they can't take it for long periods of time. And I am also getting the idea that they would be telling you that they also in particular love having your eyes on them. That out of everyone in the room, even though they like to have people's attention, they like to catch people's eye, all they are truly interested in is your eyes. They would want you to be looking at them at all times. And so yeah, that's definitely something that they would tell you. They would tell you that they love having your attention. They love knowing that you're looking at them. And what's interesting, though, is that I think that they would also tell you that they appreciate how you don't talk to them a whole lot. Like, you guys can just hang out together and just be quiet and do y'all's own thing, and yet still y'all are together. And so I think that that is definitely something they would bring up to you. Like, again, like they just enjoy that. They love how they don't have to waste a whole lot of energy on trying to talk to you a whole lot and trying to come up with like conversation starters and things to say. And now what's very interesting is that whenever I was pulling like your cards with like whenever I pulled this card from the deck, we had the Ace of Swords coming through right here. The Ace of Swords for the back of the deck energy. And the Ace of Swords, that kind of gives me more of like an analytical type of feeling and more of a professional feeling. It makes me think about like the job. And so it makes me think about school as well. And so I'm kind of getting the idea that your future spouse, when it comes to them wanting attention, they more so crave the attention that they would receive from being in like a professional way. So this is somebody who doesn't necessarily want to get recognized for their looks. They don't want to have people watching them because they look good today or because they're wearing nice clothes. Like, no, they want people to notice them in a more business professional way. Like, that is where they want to shine. So I am definitely getting the idea that your future spouse is going to be somebody who is very big about working their way up in the business ladder and the hierarchy of life. And this is someone who wants to be very successful. You know, I'm getting that those Capricorn vibes, those Aquarius vibes, even a little bit of like Sagittarius vibes. These are the type of people who want to succeed, and they thrive whenever they are getting noticed for their hard work and for their, you know, professional ways that they handle themselves, okay? So yeah, that's kind of like more the idea that I'm getting here. And I'm kind of getting the idea for some of you guys, I think for like a good amount of you guys, you could end up meeting your future spouse while you guys are either going to school or while you guys are at your job. I definitely think that's a big way that you might be meeting them. And now, going off of that, I just think that your future spouse, they would tell you that, again, they have a hard time with talking to people. And I'm also getting this idea that they have a hard time being emotionally intimate. That's definitely something that they struggle with. They have a hard time just even putting their feelings into words. Like, that is just not something that is easy for them. So when it comes to them like explaining their truth to people, even if they want to talk to you about how they're feeling, for some reason, like, they just have a hard time putting their words, their emotions into words. And does that make sense? So that's definitely something that they would tell you, that they struggle with that they want to open up to you. They want to be able to talk to you about their feelings, about what is going on inside their heads, but they just don't know how to put those words they don't know how to properly put their feelings into words. That's what I was trying to say. And so I kind of am getting this idea for at least half of you. I think that you might end up separating from your future spouse for some time. So this could be like whenever you guys meet each other and you guys start dating, you guys could have a period where you guys decide to just, break up with each other. So that could be something that happens. Maybe it's going to be when you guys first meet and you guys are just friends. Maybe you guys might have a miscommunication, or you just want them to open up to you more so you guys can be better friends, and they just have a hard time talking about their feelings, so you guys kind of go y'all's own way. I definitely think that if that happens, a big way that they would end up telling you, I think if that happens, they're going to get drunk. They're going to drink a lot. And that is when they're going to call you or get into contact with you and tell you about their feelings. And at the end of the day, I think that they're going to be telling you, with the make the effort card coming through, that they want to make things work with you. That they want to make the effort to try to work on their communication problems. Maybe they would want to go to a therapist or like a counselor. Maybe they'd even want you guys to go to like a counselor, a marriage counselor to get, I said marriage, but just like a couples counselor together, whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, I also think that they would be telling you, like, at this moment, they are trying to find themselves. They need space to figure out who they are, but they want to figure out who they are so that they can be with you, right? So even if you meet your future spouse, you guys are friends, or you guys start dating or whatever, for some of you guys, you may not end up separating like completely, but I do think that there is going to be a period where you guys do start to drift apart just a little, and it's because your future spouse, again, is trying to find themselves. They're trying to work on themselves, because I think that they're going to know from the very beginning that they really like you, that they have a lot of feelings for you, but at the same time, they're realizing that they can't truly be with you if they don't truly know how to express themselves and work on different areas within their lives. They just want to be a good fit for you. And so I do think that they may end up kind of separating from you just a little bit, or they could end up separating from you completely. And at the end of the day, I do think that they may end up getting drunk or imbibing a bit and calling you or texting you or just seeing you in person and telling you, like, hey, I really like you. I don't want you to think that I don't like you, but I just need to work on myself right now. But I miss you so much. Every time I am not with you, every time you're not here with me, I feel that space. I feel upset that you're not here. I feel your absence, and I just want to be with you. And I swear, if I get together with you again, if you give me another chance, or you decide to want to be with me again, I will work so hard to show you how much of an effort I want to make to be with you. So yeah, that is honestly really cute, and I love that. But yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 2. So if you chose this gorgeous matte, very light lipstick today, then hey, hello, how are y'all? And welcome to this side of TerraTube. So guys, if you like my vibe, if you like the energy that I'm giving off, then please make sure to give me a big like on this video, and to even decide to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos like this all the time. But anyways, you guys, after that, let's go ahead and place this off to the side like so, and let's start shuffling these cards, because I'm so excited to see what your future spouse Group 2 would say to you if they were drunk. Like, guys, this is such a tea-filled reading. I love these types of readings. It's so much fun to do. So, Spirit, let's tap into Group 2's future spouse's energy. Let's tap into their energy. I feel like this card wants to come out. Let's tap into their energy, Spirit. Let's get some messages. Woo! Okay, look at that. What wants to come through? What would they tell them, Spirit? What would Group 2's future spouse tell them? What would they tell them? Let's see. There we go. Look at that. That is lovely. Guys, just so you know, I am definitely in need of some new contacts right now. Like the ones I'm wearing are on their last limb. So if you see me like messing with my eyes a lot, that is why they're freaking hurting me so much right now. So, you know, just let's just keep going. Okay, just know that. But anyways, what would they say to you? We have the Ten of Wands coming through. Ooh, I like that. The Four of Swords. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And the Five of Cups. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, we're getting some deeper, even a bit of like darker energy coming through, but not in like a bad way. Okay, let me explain this. Okay, let's explain this. So, did I tell you what cards were coming through? We have the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. I don't know if I mentioned it already. If I did, I'm sorry. But anyways, you guys, I am definitely getting this picture, this story inside my head. I think that your future spouse, before they meet you, before they come into contact with you, I think that they have experienced a lot of letdowns in their love life. I think that they have tried so hard to try to put themselves out there to be there for other people in love. They've tried so hard to be their best version, but for some reason they never felt like what they were giving was enough. And I think that for a lot of their relationships, that the person who they were with ended up losing interest in them and just didn't want to be with them anymore. Or this could even represent how in the past they were in a relationship with someone who ended up cheating on them. And so at the end of the day, I'm just getting a sense of like a low self-esteem. I think that your future spouse doesn't have a very high self-worth. And whenever they meet you, that is definitely going to be something that affects y'all's connection. It's definitely going to be something that may even cause some hurdles within y'all's path. It might be hard for this person to really open up and trust you and to try to give their all in a connection with you, because they have done this so many times over and over in other relationships, and without a fail, it ended up not working out. What they gave ended up not feeling like it was enough. And so I feel like whenever they meet you, they may be at a place in their life where they just feel like just love is not in the cards for them. They may feel like they are not worthy enough for love, and they may feel like they are just not someone who would ever be able to make someone happy. And so at the end of the day, I think if your future spouse were to get drunk and they were to call you or text you or see you in person, I think that they would tell you straight up that they have experienced a lot of pain in the past, that they have had people break their hearts so many times, and they have just felt like they are worthless. And at the end of the day, I think that they're gonna tell you that has caused them to want to pull back in this connection with you. It's caused them to not want to try to explore a relationship with you, because they are afraid that if they do try to be in a relationship with you, that you would end up hurting them or not liking them, or that it would be all for nothing because they would end up giving their all to you and you would just toss them aside. And so I am kind of getting this idea, whenever you guys meet your future spouse, whenever you come into contact with them, you guys may have that spark right when y'all meet. You guys could start dating and stuff like that. But I think that whether you guys start dating or you guys are just friends for a little while, once they start realizing like they've got feelings for you, they've got like the love bug coming on, I think that they are going to separate from you. They're going to keep their distance from you. They're going to just completely like maybe even ghost you. For some of you guys, your future spouse may end up ghosting you for a time, and it's because they are just afraid to be in love again. They are afraid to give their all to you because they just feel like they're not worthy. They feel like they're not worthy of your love, and that they would not be able to give you what you are worth, right? Again, they just feel like they are not enough, and that is what they would tell you. But there is a gorgeous side to this reading. There's a gorgeous, gorgeous side, because we have the Two of Wands coming through. And anytime you receive like a Wands card, that is the card of action, baby. That is the card of action. Okay? And what is so gorgeous is that this girl here, she is holding like an earth, like a big old globe in her hands, and it looks as though she's like mulling her options. She's thinking about what she needs to do. And so I think that they would tell you that even though they have needed some space from you, even though they pulled away from you, that they are currently getting in a place in their life where they are figuring out what it is that they want, which for one is you. They want you. And I think that they're going to tell you that they are trying to come up with a plan so that they can go after you and just be the perfect person for you. So yeah, that's really beautiful. And the Two of Wands, like anytime we have a two coming through, that does talk about like couples, right? That talks about two people coming together as one. And so yeah, I also am just getting the idea like they're just going to be telling you how they just feel so happy around you. Like when they're next to you, everything just feels so good. I feel like they feel like they're walking on like a ray of sunshine whenever they're with you. You just make them so happy. And I honestly think like if they were super drunk, like they would not hide their emotions at all around you. And you would just be able to see how much they freaking adore you, because looking at this card, I don't know if you can see it, but this lady here is like just minding her own business, you know, holding the globe, looking off. And then there's this cat, and the cat is like giving her these like huge doe eyes. Like the cat's just like looking at her like this. Like he looks like he's just so into her. And so I'm kind of getting this idea that this is how they would look at you if they were drunk. And what's interesting about this is that I feel like whenever they're not drunk, it's almost like they try to hide their feelings from you. I feel like they work overtime to not let you realize how much they care about you, because again, they're afraid of love. They're afraid of falling in love. And so a good way to not fall in love is to not let someone know that they're falling in love with you. And so I'm getting this idea that as they start to get closer with you, they're going to start pulling back. They're going to try to put like a mask on and not let you see their expressions and see how much they care about you. And so you could get to a place where you're just thinking like, do they like me? Like, am I just like, I thought they liked me, but maybe they don't like me anymore. So I feel like you are going to feel very confused. But if they were to get drunk, they would let you know right away how much they care about you, and it would be absolutely obvious how much they do care about you, because without them wearing that mask anymore, with them being drunk and they're no longer hiding their feelings or emotions, they would be staring at you so much, just like looking at you like that, like you are their world. And I definitely think you would enjoy that. So yeah, that's very interesting energy to receive. Let's go ahead and move on, and let's take a look at some of your oracle cards. So Spirit, can we get some messages, please, for my group 2 folks? What would their future spouse tell them? What would they tell them if they were drunk? Let's get some messages, please. Beautiful. That card came out so heavy. It was very mighty with the way it just flew out there. Let's get another message here, Spirit, for group 2. Group 2's future spouse. What would they say to them, Spirit? What would they say to them? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and just place this right here. And now let's take a look at these other cards. So these cards, they make me so happy right here, because these are our channeled messages cards. So this is going to let us know exactly like what they would tell you word for word if they were drunk. So that's always fun. Let's see what wants to make an appearance. Spirit, can we get some messages, please? Can we get some messages? Ooh, okay, look at that. Let's see what else wants to come out. Group 2, beautiful. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, you guys, again. My contact is bothering me so much. But we have isolation coming through. We also have passion, and it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then we have I'm single, and it says I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship at this time. wild side. There's a side to you I haven't seen, and I want to see it. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. And then last but not least, we have it's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. So guys, this is literally just reinstating everything I was telling you. Sorry, you guys, I'm catching my breath. Now, if they were drunk, they would tell you right off the bat that they have been, like, trying to actively create space between you guys with the isolation card coming through. They've been trying to keep some distance from you. They've been trying to hide their feelings from you. And yet, they still have so much passion for you. They have so much passion. Like, whenever they see you, they're just so into you. They're so into you. You make them happy. They are very attracted to you, and yet they try to hide it. They try to freaking hide it. Okay, and why are they hiding it? Again, it's because they are afraid to get into a relationship again, which is what I'm seeing here with I am single. Like, it literally says right here, I am single right now, and I'm not like looking to get into a relationship at this time. Yeah, your person just does not want to be in a relationship, and it's because they're afraid to be in a relationship, because again, over and over and over and over again, they have gotten into relationships, they've committed to someone, and that person has hurt them or betrayed them, and they just felt like they're not enough, right? They felt like they're not enough, so they just don't want to take the chance of getting hurt again. That is literally what they would tell you. And that is literally what is causing them to ignore you, to try to hide their feelings from you. And yet, if they were to get drunk, I think that all of those, like, facades would just melt away, and that you would see how much they're into you. If they were drunk, you would know how much they like you, and they would definitely be very verbal with you. They would tell you that they like you. I mean, it literally says it's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. So yeah, they would be telling you, like, hey there, I may have been, like, putting some distance between us, but just so you know, I like you so much. You're so amazing. You always look good. I'm so passionate about you, and I want to be with you. I want to be with you. I've just been scared. I've been scared. I've been hurt before in the past, and this is what is causing me to be like this towards you, but I don't want to play games anymore. I want to be with you, and that is what they would be saying. And at the end of the day, with the wild side card coming through, I mean, it's just like that. It's just that they would tell you that they want to see this wild side to you. They want to be able to get to know you well enough and be in a connection with you long enough to be able to see you let loose, to be able to see you whenever you're just having a good time. They want to see that wild side, and I also think this could be talking about like a more sexual thing. Like, they could just want to get loose with you in a sexual way, and that's definitely something that they could be saying to you. I'm also getting like a little bit of like fire energy right now. So your person could be a fire sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about the signs Sagittarius, Aries, what's my other beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fire sign? Leo. They could be a fire sign. That could be somewhere within their chart, or maybe that's just the energy that they feel whenever they are around you, or this could even be the energy that they step into whenever they're drunk. I'm kind of getting the idea that your person, they act like two different people whenever they're drunk. Like, I feel like whenever they are sober, they act one way, but then when they're drunk, they act the complete opposite way. I'm kind of getting the idea that whenever they're sober, they keep more to themselves, or they talk to people, but they're a little bit more on the quieter side. They don't talk as much, but whenever they are freaking drunk, they are all out there. They become like a Leo sign. They could love to be like the center of attention whenever they're drinking, and they're just so much more bold and out there with their feelings and their emotions. And so yeah, I see them just like being so out there with you if they were drunk, and telling you like exactly how they feel about you, and telling you how passionate they are about you, and that they just want to be with you. And yeah, like, that is what I'm seeing. So yeah, you guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much. Hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this gorgeous, like, brownish colored lip gloss today, then hey, hello, my gorgeous group 3 folks, and welcome to your reading today. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for deciding to be a part of my family today. I'm so happy that you guys are here and y'all are just amazing. Okay, y'all are amazing. But let's go ahead and just place this off to the side like so. And let's start shuffling through your freaking cards, babes, because this reading, like, it's just such a fun reading. I love doing these like couples, future spouse readings, especially when alcohol is involved. Like, it's so fun. Oops, you guys, oh my gosh, do you see that? This card was like already coming out. Like, it just like flipped over or something. Oh my goodness. So I think this card definitely wanted to come through. That's the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant does talk about Taurus energy. So your person could be a Taurus. Like, there could definitely be some strong Taurus energy somewhere within your person's chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. But yeah, it's so interesting. Okay. This is a big chunk of cards that came through. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in the deck. Now, guys, obviously, with that big chunk of cards coming through, I feel like your person, whenever they drink, they are a really big talker. I feel like they're the type of person who you just can't get to stop talking. Once they start going, once they start drinking, like, their mouth starts moving, okay? So I definitely think they would have a lot of things to say to you. And it's so funny because we're also getting, like, the Hierophant card coming through. And the Hierophant card, like, this talks about like Zen energy, right? If you look at them, they are literally like in the middle of a yoga sesh, and like they look so calm and relaxed. And so I'm kind of getting this idea whenever they're drinking and they're around you and they're talking to you, I think it's gonna get to a point where you're like, come on, you need to chill down. You need to cool off and chillax. Maybe take a breather, okay? Because I definitely think it could get to a point where you're just like, oh, I need a moment to myself, because that is a lot of words coming out of this person's mouth. So that's really funny to see. Now, guys, if you do like my energy, if you like my vibe, then please make sure to give me a big like and to maybe even consider subscribing to my channel, because I make videos like this all the freaking time. And I would love to have you join my side of Tarot too. But let's see what final card wants to come through. Sorry, you guys. My cards are getting like really jumbled. But let's see what card wants to come through. What wants to come through? Okay. What wants to come through? Guys, I feel like the cards are being very stubborn now. Oh! You guys, it literally went like under the table, I think. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. Let's talk about these cards. So like I said already, we have the Hierophant card coming through, which is a beautiful, beautiful energy. We have the Lovers, which we love to see. This does touch on that Gemini energy. So your person could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. Again, these cards, like this energy that is coming through, the zodiac signs, this could also be touching on your energy as well. So you could be a Taurus or a Gemini somewhere within your chart. And then last but not least, we have the Three of Pentacles coming through. What I find to be so incredible is that the back of the deck energy, which is like right here, the back of the deck energy, it's the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, that is literally the card of new communication. And so literally, like I was saying before, I think that your future spouse, if they were to get drunk, all of a sudden they're going to be talking to you so freaking much. And I'm also getting the idea that they're just going to be really, really honest with you. And I see them just telling you everything that's on their mind and really opening up to you. So I definitely think if you ever want to know what's going on in your future spouse's head, you know, just get them to have a tequila here and there, okay? And they'll definitely end up having some loose lips. I definitely think this person is an open book when they're drinking. But anyways, you guys, with the Lovers card coming through, I love this. I love this because the Lovers card, like, this just talks about love. This talks about meeting the person who just works so well with you. This talks about meeting your boo, like your person, someone who freaking completes you in every single way. This feels like your puzzle piece. And so I'm getting the idea that if your future spouse were to get drunk, I think everything that would come out of their mouth when it comes to you is a compliment. I think that they would tell you just how amazing you are, how you just make them so happy. I'm also getting this idea again that they would be complimenting you so much, calling you beautiful, calling you sweet, calling you kind. But I'm also getting the idea that they would want to like touch you a whole lot. I think if you put any amount of alcohol in your future spouse's mouth and if it goes into their system, automatically, like, they're very, very touchy. And so not only are they someone who talks a whole lot whenever they're drunk, but they also touch a whole lot. Now, obviously, they're not going to touch you in any like inappropriate places. They're not going to come on to you in any like gross way. Everything that they would do, they would make sure like it's like mutual, right? That you like it. Does that make sense? But I think that if you were to get some alcohol into their system, that they would tell you right away that not only are you beautiful, not only are you amazing, but they would tell you how much they want to touch you, how they want to hold your hand. They wish that they could hug you. They wish that they could just be next to you. And even if they were just holding your pinky, right? Like, even if your pinkies were just like interlocking like this, like that would be it for them. They would be so happy with just a freaking pinky, right? So if your future spouse were to be drunk, that is definitely what they would be telling you, how they care about you so much, how you're so incredible. They'd be complimenting you so much. And they would also be telling you how they just want to hold you. They want to hug you. They want to hold your hand. Like, just anything, any type of touch would make them so happy and over the moon. With the Hierophant card coming through, this talks about loyalty. This is the card of loyalty, of committing to someone. So I definitely think that your future spouse would tell you how they just like you so much and how they want to be so loyal to you, and they would just do anything for you. So that is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous card to see. Like, your future spouse, like, I honestly think they are going to be so smitten over you, group 3. They are going to love you so freaking much. They're going to adore you. And I just think that is so sweet to see. There's just going to be nothing but love between you guys. There's going to be nothing but love. And I think from the moment that you guys meet, that y'all's connection is just going to feel so special. It's going to feel like you guys were meant to meet each other. And I definitely think that is something that they would tell you. That they would tell you if they were drunk, that they just feel like they were meant to meet you, that you were put in their path for a reason, and they're just going to tell you that you're just a special person to them, and that they want to be with you so, so much, and that if they were with you, that they would be loyal to you towards the very end, baby. Through sick and through health, they will be there for you through everything. And then last but not least, with the 3 of Pentacles card coming through, I also think that they would be telling you that they just want to work with you. Okay, what I mean by that is that this talks about working with people and working really well with others for like a common goal. Okay, this talks about talking to each other, having effective communication, really relying on each other, and just helping each other out so that you guys in the long run can get to where you want to be. And so I think that they would be telling you that they want to be in a relationship with you so bad, that if they were dating you, if they were like in a relationship with you, that they would take y'all's connection so seriously that they would always work on their communication so that they can be a good person for you, a good fit. And they would tell you that they would just do everything in their power to try to have a good connection with you, to try to make you happy, and to try to give you a great relationship. And I think that is so, so sweet. And I'm also getting the idea that they would also tell you how if you ever need them to work on anything, like, they would do it like that. Like, if you for some reason wanted them to talk to a counselor or something like that, they would do it in a heartbeat. And that is definitely something that they would tell you if they were drunk. They would tell you that they would just do anything for you to make this relationship work. They will do whatever you want. So honestly, you guys, like, I'm just getting the idea, like, I'm thinking of that song, the Britney Spears, I'm a slave for you. I'm sorry, I'm a really bad singer, but I just feel like your future spouse, group 3, like, they're going to be a slave for you, baby. They are going to do anything for you, and they would definitely let you know that. Like, if they were drunk, they would let you know that, and while they were drunk, if you wanted them to, like, feed you grapes or to rub your feet for hours on end, they would definitely do it. So, yeah, your person is definitely a really, really nice drunk. They're a really nice drunk. In fact, you might like them better when they are drunk. That's a joke, but yeah, I just feel like they're really sweet. They're very, very sweet when they're drunk, and I think they're a sweet person when they're not drunk. Just at the end of the day, like, they they just worship you, group 3. They worship you so much. They care about you so much, and they would definitely let you know all these things. How much you mean to them, how much they adore you, how much they are willing to work on this connection with you, how they'd always be loyal to you to the end. And they would let you know all these things if they got a few beers in them, okay? Yeah, guys, literally, what was I saying? We had the fate coming through. So yeah, I definitely think they would tell you if they were drunk that they felt like it was fate for them to meet you. Like they felt like you guys were meant to be together. You guys were meant to meet. Oh, I love that. Your person just seems like such a romantic group 3. I'm also getting like this is making me think of like that Cancer Pisces energy, because Cancers and Pisces, like they are so freaking dreamy. They're so dreamy. I feel like they're the type of people who believe in true love and happily ever afters, and I just feel like that is the energy that I'm getting from your person. Like if they were drunk, they would tell you like they just feel like you are their happily ever after. They feel like you are their Prince Charming or Princess Charming or whatever, and they're just so happy with you. You're like their storybook ending. They look at you and they see their happily ever after, and that is what they would definitely let you know if they were drunk, okay? So let's see what wants to come through. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Spirit, can we get some messages? Okay. Ooh! Okay, guys, we have so many cards coming through for you guys. Sorry, my freaking contacts are bothering me right now. So if you see me messing with my eyes, that's why. But let's see what is happening. Wow, you guys. This is honestly really interesting. So we have not the right time coming through. And it says, I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. We have mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. Tears. When I think about you, I want to cry. Twin flame, you activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then last but not least, we have flirt. And it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So guys, first of all, again, like I was saying before, I think that they just see you as like their fated mate, as their fated partner. I mean, that is what twin flames are about. Like, your twin flame is somebody who you basically had another life with, and you come back together with them. It reminds me a lot of like past lives and past connections. So this is just somebody who is gonna feel like you guys were fated to meet. I'm kind of getting like soulmate vibes as well. So yeah, they just feel like you are their fated partner. They feel like you are the one for them. But what's interesting is that whenever you meet your twin flame, a lot of the times you meet your twin flame for a reason. It's so that you can grow as a person, so that you can learn new things. Hey, you guys, I'm sorry, my freaking camera turned off, but hi, hello, I'm back. But anyways, like I was saying, whenever you're united with your twin flame, like, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. Like, no, you're there to be in each other's lives for a reason, because you guys have to work on some shiz, especially from your past. A lot of this is usually past related. And so with the mother wounds coming through, I definitely think that your future spouse is going to be somebody who has some pain related to a female presence within their life or from their past. And I think that female presence really hurt them, that person wasn't good to them, and that has really affected the way that they see relationships and the way that they experience relationships. And I think that for the longest time, they kind of avoided being in relationships. They avoided building strong connections with people because they were afraid of getting hurt or being mistreated again. And so that is definitely going to be something that they tell you whenever they're drunk. They're going to tell you how they had someone from their past, a female presence, a mother, a mother figure really hurt them so much, and that has caused them to not want to be in relationships, to literally avoid them like the plague. And yet, when it comes to you, they want to work on that past. They want to work on those things that need to be dealt with so that they can be with you, because they like you so much. And with tears coming through, it literally says, when I think about you, I cry. And I think that, especially when they're drunk, they might be a bit of a crier, honestly. They might be a bit of a crier, group 3, and they may be crying whenever they're talking to you. Or maybe they're just a very emotional person in general, because like I was saying, I was getting that like Pisces and Cancer energy, and they are quite emotional, very sensitive. But I just think that whenever they think about you, they cry. And it's because of the fact that they want to be with you so bad. And yet they're afraid that if they don't work on their stuff, if they don't work on these things that need to be worked on from the past, if they don't get rid of these wounds that are still lingering from this female presence in the past, they're afraid that you won't want to be with them. And so whenever they think about you, they think about not being able to be with you, not being able to have a future with you, and it makes them sad. It makes them cry. But I also think that they also cry in a good way. I think that your future spouse is just someone who cries when they're happy, they cry when they're sad, they cry when they're mad. They're just kind of a crier, okay? But I think that they cry over you because they're sad that they won't be able to be with you, or they feel like if they don't fix their things from the past, you guys won't be able to be together. And they also cry because they just like you so much and you make them so happy, and so they literally cry tears of joy. Like they just like cry and they're like, oh, this person is so amazing. And I definitely see them like acting like that towards you when they're drunk, like just crying and saying, you're amazing, I like you so much, if you give me a chance, I'll be so loyal towards you, right? I'll always work on everything that needs to be worked on. I'll definitely work on myself, or go to a counselor if that's what you want me to do, just so that I can be with you because I like you so much. And then they'll also throw in like, oh, can I just hold your hand? I just want to touch you and be next to you. And then at the end of the day, with the stay optimistic about your love life card coming through, like, yeah, like your person, like, they're gonna tell you, like, yeah, they've had some bad things happen in the past. It's caused them to be a bit more negative when it comes to love and relationships. But with you, they want to work on those things. They want to work on this connection. They want to have a happy life with you. And they're just trying to, like, really change and reroute the way that they have thought for so long about relationships. They're gonna try to go from someone who avoids relationships to being someone who runs towards them, because they just want to run towards you because they like you so much. And I'm also just getting the idea, whenever your person is drunk, they're going to be super flirty, but with you, boo. Not with anyone else, just you. They're going to be like all up on you, trying to touch you, trying to hold your hand, asking if it's okay if they hug you, and they're just going to be flirting with you a lot, and I think that you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy seeing that side of them. So yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, they just see you as their person, and they would definitely let you know that. They would definitely let you know that you're it for them if they were drunk. Okay, so yeah, you guys, that is what I was seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? I love you all so much, babes, and I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Bye, guys.